Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thaco Gamers. My name is Matt, and today we're going to take on Lord of the Rings Online. Is it worth playing? It's 2017. Is the game good? No, the game, it's not. It's not good. You shouldn't play it. But if you want to find out why, you can listen, because we played it, and it just, yeah, here we go. And we're loving this game. This is the greatest game ever, I think, that we've ever played.
Chad, crafter extraordinaire, has
So-
actually logged out of the game. so he doesn't have to play it anymore. And I will say the highlight of this game for me right now is that I have a cowbell.
So you are a bard, is that correct?
I'm a bard, and I use screams and magical notes to kill people and heal things. And my weapon of choice is a freaking cowbell. It's pretty epic.
So, well, what do you guys think? It seems silly even asking these questions, but I guess I'm going to do it anyway. What do you think of the character creation? How was that?
Limited.
I spent 95 minutes in there, longer than I've played this game.
It's very WoWish, where there's no sliders or anything like that, so the choices are really limited. And then if you're not a subscriber, then you actually get less choices. So you have to buy some options that you would like to use.
And since I had the game from the beginning, but I haven't played it for 10 years, I had nothing restricted for some reason. So, but there was probably about 10 choices for everything. And
Probably because they
Very
said if
limited.
you've played this game for 10 years, we got to give you something, dude. We've wasted so much of your time.
So, okay, yes, and Chad and Jason were previous players of this game. Other Matt, other Jason, and myself, this is our first experience with it. So
We played good games.
we played good games.
Well, I mean, this did come out in 2007, so you get a little bit of a pass there. But the thing that bothers me is, we did play it early on. I remember the character creation being very limited, and it was one of the things I hated about the game. I thought the characters you made were ugly. We come in, we download a 6 GB high-res patch. You boot it up, and they look the same. Maybe we had to go see some side-by-side comparison or something, but I was absolutely not impressed with this quote-unquote high-res update that they dropped.
That they dropped.
Yeah.
boom.
It's pretty much.
It's
So-
frustrating because there's a lot of people who you still see it there, and there's a lot of people who love this game, and I feel like we're trying to play this. The combat's ungodly clunky.
Yes, it
At
is.
least for me, trying melee class,
Mhm.
I didn't like it at all. I tried Warden, which is one of the more recent classes, I believe. I didn't like it. It just felt clunky, and maybe that's because we're used to the new games, but I don't know. I love Lord of the Rings. I love that story, but I'm just struggling to get through the first hour of this game.
It was
Maybe
so
there's
bad.
something out there that's amazing once you get past it, but my God,
We'll never find it.
no. We made the comment. There was much yawning on chat while we're trying to get through
It
this
was.
game. It was just like, oh. And I feel bad because I love Lord of the Rings. I did play this game back in the day when
I don't think you're hurting
what
Lord
this
of the Rings'
game was-
feelings.
No. But what this game was back then, it's like, well, it had stuff you had to work through, but I don't feel like it's really, it's the same.
But even 10 years ago, when we played it, I remember it felt like there was a lot of people around even then. I don't know if it's because it spaces you out with the content instances or what, but it's not like WoW or anything like ESO where you get in these bigger cities and it feels like, oh my God, there's a ton of people. So
And-
it's very lacking in the
The massively. It's missing the
Yeah.
massively, which we were talking about earlier.
And it didn't keep us around, Jay, back then either.
No.
I mean, we bought it and we played it, and we didn't stick around that long either. It didn't grab and hold us like a lot of the other games we played did.
No, but looking at it now, it's not something I will be playing after this. But
Right.
I could see somebody who likes Lord of the Rings. There's a lot of adventuring you can do, and if you can solo most of the stuff, it might be a fun game for somebody who just kind of wants to explore, and because the areas are pretty huge.
Maybe for somebody that's just getting into MMOs and doesn't really know a lot of anything, but see,
Doesn't know anything about. Maybe for someone who doesn't know anything about anything, they could possibly enjoy this.
I don't see. Well, the water's pretty cool. I mean, it's got
That's
nice
it?
reflection.
Like I'm out here where there's
We're like
a ton
reaching.
Of
We're like
flowers.
reaching for compliments now.
There's
Yeah,
lots of different flora out here. I mean, it's pretty dense and stuff that
Dude,
way. But
I have a cowbell. How
I'm
can
a
you go
graphic
wrong?
snob, I guess.
And I struggle with that too. I've never really gotten into Minecraft and some of these other games that a lot of people love, understandably so, because I kind of am a graphic snob in that aspect. So that's one of the things LotRO's kind of bothering with me. But I know some of the other people on this call love those games, would not let the graphics stop them, and they're hating it too.
Yeah. I the graphics don't matter to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I get, like I said, it looks like high res, low polygon, kind of like
Mhm.
this was made on the Source engine, like Half-Life 2 ish.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can stand and stomach. That doesn't bother me. But it's the combat's clunky. I mean, I don't care about anything. There's a lot of standing around and waiting while you're doing quests.
The maps.
Oh yeah, show the maps here. The maps
my
were
God.
drawn by Tolkien himself, and I believe this was his elementary school drawings of Lord of the Rings of Middle Earth that he did. But yeah, so the maps don't look very good, and it's very confusing, and it's hard to tell where you're at or where you're zooming in or out of. Like, I'm sure people that are watching this video right now, if they're seeing what I'm doing, I'm not sure that they can even tell if I'm zooming in or out as I'm clicking through this stuff. So, or where we went from, possibly up there. I don't know, it's hard to say, but yeah, so map's not so good either. Is there, and like I said, I'm fine with the graphics. The graphics, other than the fact of that part that Matt and I saw where the lake was frozen and then there's a random water, like rapids happening under the bridge, and then it's frozen on the other side. Doesn't really make any sense, but the graphics don't bother me. They're not amazing, but I give it a pass because it's a 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
So I don't, whatever. I don't really care about the graphics. They're actually kind of better than I was expecting. So that doesn't bother me, but the gameplay is not any good. And I don't know if, like you guys, if I would have played this when it came out, I still don't think I would have played it.
I would have given up on gaming.
Yeah.
Like
It was
completely.
it's very bland. I mean, it's like I said, it's not, to me, this is not high fantasy. It's not dragons, lots of super bright colors and really cool spells and weapons, and it's very kind of low
Cowbells.
key. Yeah.
Cowbell.
You're not getting any badass looking armor. Might have some neat flowers or something on it, but I don't know. It's just not very interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm not loving it. So who is uninstalling it as soon as we're done with this?
I'm subbing.
Jay's subbing.
Jay's subbing, but that's because he's got some guy that wants to play it for him. He's not gonna do it himself.
I'm actually going to try to track down my characters and find out if they got switched or merged with another server, because I'm curious how far I actually got in it before.
Mm-hmm.
But Chad, you were saying about how many people play this game, and you're saying that there is a lot of people who play this game. I'm guessing there's less people who play this game than we have subs.
I don't know, possibly. It's
Just throw that out there.
It's not, yeah.
But this is one of the games that had you could buy
Just-
lifetime subs for it when it came out. So there's a lot of people that paid probably $200 and have
Oh my
been
god.
able to play for like 10 years.
I would
So
be so pissed if I spent any money on this.
What were you saying,
I would be
Chad? This
so
was
mad.
you played this maybe in like a goth stage or something like that when you're like
Yes,
this was the alternative to cutting yourself.
Yeah. It must have been. I tell ya.
It's a
Ah.
poor alternative. I'd take cutting myself.
Right.
Seriously.
I logged out here, and to get to Monster Play, you have to be level 10.
Okay.
Never
So,
make it. I'll never make
You're
it.
just
That's-
I'm
level
level
9.
9.
Ugh.
To get to monster play, that sounds like some sick.
Yeah.
Fuzzies.
If you're looking to Monster Play.
Yeah. Are you into monster play? Dude, I'm totally into monster play. Maybe
Okay.
monster play is better.
But,
Maybe
I
we
mean-
should keep playing till we're level 10.
And you know, the thing is, coming from my point of view, I guess, is this game, once you get used to it, once you get better at it, once you get deeper into it, it might be amazing, but this starting wall for me, I'm not going to climb it. There's too many other games
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
I would rather play. I'm not going to climb it. And I hope I'm not missing any of you longtime vets cussing me out right now. Maybe it's a great game.
Leave
I'm not
comments
going
in the
to
comment
be-
section.
Yeah, feel free, yell at us. I'm not going to be able to climb that mountain to get where you guys are in your wonderful game. I can't do it.
So what is what would you guys give this out of 10? J1, what would you give this?
Just as an overall score out of
Yeah.
10, I'd say 5 or 6, maybe. I mean,
Wow.
it's not the worst thing in the world. There's
You
definitely
love this
other-
game. Holy jeez.
Jesus. You should have subbed. It's a good thing you got your lifetime pass to this piece of garbage.
What's all right, other Matt, what's your rating on this out of 10?
There are not enough stars below 0 to give this game. No, I'm kidding. It's actually, I mean, graphically for its time, might not. It totally beats WoW's graphics at the time. As far as, I don't know, man. I played on an alpha server for a while, and I think it beats WoW's gameplay.
What?
You mean initially?
Initially.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
initially
Not
I could
current
see
WoW.
no, not
Okay,
current WoW.
okay.
I can see the draw to this game given the lore,
Yeah.
given the graphics and even the combat. I've got a freaking cowbell. I mean, seriously, what other game has implemented cowbells into their, damaging systems? I think it's actually pretty cool. It seems like there's a lot more classes than they had when World of Warcraft started out.
Yeah. The races and
and-
classes.
But
There's
some of
a
theirs
nice.
are new too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
And
they
they-
didn't have the warden, I don't think, at the beginning, and
Right. But I mean, it still seems like they had
Yeah.
more classes. It still seems like they have more classes than WoW has now.
Sure.
But I would probably, being generous, give this, for now standards,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
a 2,
Yeah.
maybe a 3.
Okay.
But
And,
there's
you know,
no
that's
way in hell
funny.
I'd go higher than that.
I'm kind of right with you, Matt. If I was judging this in 2007, I would probably be thinking 6, maybe 7. But today, I'm giving it 2 or 3.
Mhm.
It just hasn't made enough improvements and kept up with the time, at least with the base game. Like I said, I'm not going to ever get
That's
to a
so-
high enough level to know what.
Seriously, who are you gonna
Yeah.
offend? Like, you're gonna get one viewer from this because it's the guy that hates himself and sits in his mom's basement. He's like, dude,
They already like me. Those
We probably have more viewers than they do players.
we do. Like, seriously, hey, Lord of the Rings Online, you guys want some more players? Just hit us up.
So
I think it just, not to interrupt, but I think there's but I am gonna interrupt. I think there's a big RP crowd that plays this.
I could
so,
see that.
like
with
people
the-
that
with the
stand around, the
lore.
minstrels get
Yeah.
around playing the groups and stuff.
I
and take it
still don't see
slow.
that with games like ESO out where you can, pull out your loot and play. There's no way. No
Yeah.
way there's more than
there's not a lot of
5 subs
emotes
to
or
this
anything.
game.
So, all right. Well, then, so other Jay, what's your?
I give this 2 thumbs up. This is quite possibly.
Up your butt? Is that what you're talking about?
This is quite possibly the best MMO that I've seen.
This from the
Since
guy
this
with a Miss
afternoon?
Pac-Man machine in his face.
Since this afternoon.
I was looking for something that I could get into, have really no graphics card at all,
Right.
and still play it.
I literally don't have a monitor.
I'm on the Braille server, and
The Braille server.
it's remarkably quick.
Is this you? I see a guy carrying a flag.
You
It can't be
serious? You
somebody
see him?
else. It's got to be you.
That might be me if you're in this town that I'm standing in.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you're the only guy on this server with a flag bearer.
That is like the second best part of this class, is that you summon a guy who holds a flag for you, because you can't do that yourself.
And what does he do for you? So you're the what? What's the champion? That's your class?
No, he's the captain.
Oh, the captain. That's right.
I was trying to go for the name Crunch, but that was taken.
Of course it was. Well, of course it was.
But I have 3 options of heralds who carry my banner into battle with me and do absolutely nothing. They have about 75 hit points, and they attack shit they shouldn't. So I don't see any reason to have them outside of the fact that they follow you around and make your ass look big.
This guy. So I'm literally running next to the only other person that's not in our group on this server. And he's running around. He's playing a flute, and I'm playing a cowbell. We're just running around each other, hitting things, making mass noise in a quiet forest, killing wolves.
That's funny. Well, I'm dancing right now because I hear your music.
Do you?
Tapping my foot and clapping. No, I don't hear your music. That's not true.
Seriously,
So-
you got to check out this cowbell. It's like
So we have a 2, maybe 3, a 2. Jay gave it a overwhelmingly high 5.
I'd say a 5.
And Jason gave
do you
2
still want
thumbs
to keep
up.
your 5?
I would have to say it's a free-to-play game. It came out 10 years ago, so somewhere in between the two of meeting expectations of what it would have been back then and what it should be now. So I'm probably going to give it about a 3. And I am uninstalling it
As we speak.
right now.
As I'm videoing.
Yeah, move on to whatever we want to try next.
So-
It's time.
All right. Well, thanks for wasting a night of your guys' lives trying this game
Yeah,
out.
thanks.
Thanks,
LotRO.
man.
It won't be the last time.
Seriously, my hair just got grayer watching playing this game.
Let's back in our goth years. Let's go.
And speaking of Lord of the Rings, since we're doing a review on that, if you guys do like Lord of the Rings and you like games about Lord of the Rings, try the board game. It's actually really fun. It's way more fun than this.
Or if you do like this game, let us know why in the hell you like this game.
Yeah.
And
We
maybe
would
we
like
just
to
can give it
know.
a fair shot.
Yes, absolutely.
But
or if you can direct us to fun in this game, if you can give us a compass to fun, we will absolutely maybe try
Reinstall
it.
the game.
maybe reinstall it.
Maybe.
Yeah, you have to get to level 96, and it really starts getting
Yeah.
interesting.
Right.
What is the level cap in this game? Like 3,000?
Oh my god. It might as well be.
I think the level cap is 8. I'll read it.
Well, I'm level 9, so
You broke
right
the cap.
past it.
and Monster Play starts at 10.
10.
Whatever Monster Play is.
We couldn't get there. We couldn't get there.
I'm almost there. I'm halfway through 9.
Oh. Matt,
gave up.
you can put in the comment sections, Matt, how great Monster Play was, or maybe we'll do an
I'm not
addendum
gonna play
to this
Monster
video.
Play, but I'm gonna get
Oh.
there. I think I'm gonna start a new character. Are you insane?
Oh jeez.
Ah,
All right.
goodness.
Well, there we go. That's the Thaco Gamers review
Wow.
of our short amount of time in Lord of the Rings Online. So
We
Give
made
me
it.
my night back. Give me my night
Yeah.
back.
It's Saturday, right? It's a good thing I have Mondays off. Play a real game.
So thanks for joining us this week as we played Lord of the Rings Online. Yeah, we could only get to level 10, but that's just what happened. So not a big deal. Hey, stick around. If you like this video, you can check out other videos. We tried Arcade out a couple weeks ago. We really like that one if you want to see some reviews on that. And we're also probably going to start a series on Arcade, and we're going to press along and try some other MMOs and see if it's anything that maybe you'd want to get into or not. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys later. See you next time. Thaco Gamers.